Everyone, welcome to my first ever unboxing video. Good morning, got a fresh cup of coffee. We're just gonna get started. So we'll be opening a box of FB07, Wish for Shenron. I already tore it open a little bit just to make it easier. So let's see what we get. Gonna toss the trash in the floor like a barbarian. Super excited for this set. Really happy that they're printing a bunch of support for the older decks in the game. Sorry about that. You probably just heard the garage. So let's rip our first pack. I'll probably show you guys like the common cards and stuff at the beginning, but then as we progress through the video, I'm gonna start just kind of skipping through all the commons and stuff. That's most of these cards. So we got the Dragon Balls this set. If you guys haven't seen those, you can have 7 of those in your deck for the Shenron deck. We got GT, Superhero, some support for Top Coup. I don't know if that's going to make the deck good or not, but it is a nice card. All right, in this pack we got Kami as a rare and Third Eye Goma as a rare, and then our code pack. So I'm going to set just the bulk off to the side. We're going to separate the rares. And then we'll also separate the bigger hits as well, of course. Got a good feeling about this box, so we'll see what we get. Dodoria, oh, there's something shiny back there. So Dodoria, he's for the new Golden Frieza deck. We've got the Shadow Dragons this set to go with Omega Shenron. It's a lot more support for Red Daima, which is good because I've liked playing Red Daima a lot. I'm hoping that it's a lot better this set. We're really hoping this set that we get some stuff that can compete with Cell. Cell and Majin Buu, man. We really need something to deal with it. Got a super combo, another super combo. Orange Piccolo, regular leader. Oh, there it is. Look. All right, it looks like we're busting at the beginning of the video. So this is probably the biggest hit in the box right here. This is the alt art uh, Beast Gohan. Second, see if I can get it to focus. The natural lighting outside is extremely bright, so I think it's having a hard time focusing on this card. There we go. So Son Gohan SH, aka Beast Gohan. I'm a little bit surprised they didn't call it Beast Gohan. But this is the alt secret rare, not the base secret rare. There's 2 secret rares in this set. There's also a god rare of this, which I was really hoping to pull in this box, but since we pulled this, I don't think we're getting it. But that's probably going to be our juiciest hit. But we should still have a couple more alts in here, so let's keep going. The other secret rare is it's a GT Goku. That's for the Shenron deck. Dude, I love this Dende. There's nothing crazy about this art, but I just love this Dende. Something about him calling on the dragon is so sick to me. You got Glorio. So yeah, we'll set the leaders aside just so you guys can see them. See each of the new leaders this set. We got Pan. I think this is support for the older GT Goku leader. Which again, we love that they're printing support for old decks in here. This guy provides protection for evolve cards, and he's also a blocker. Not sure how good he's going to be because I feel like he'll be easy to remove, but this Bardock is support for the OG Bardock deck as well. You can do some crazy things with this card if you get lucky with your opening hand. And the hit from this pack looks like it's Bulma. This is a SR, so Not bad, not bad. This goes in the Shenron deck as well. So we'll set that over here. Over here, you can see a little bit better. All right. Commons, commons. We got Pilaf again. Rest in peace to our boy. We got some yellow removal. They've put in a lot more support for the Goma deck too. I'm really excited to try out the Goma deck. We got support for the old Gohan deck that no one plays. All right, so we got. This looks like a Goku card, but it's actually a Gohan card. Um, that's for the Shenron deck, and then we hit another SR already. All the gas is at the top of this box. So this is Orange Piccolo. Let's see if I can get the focus for you. He's a 35k blocker, and then he turns into a 45k blocker on the turn that you play him until your next turn. So he's like a really juicy blocker. But I mean, you can also just attack with him. I don't think there's anything wrong with spending 5 to swing for 45. That's pretty good. Sorry about the garage sound again, guys. It's an unfortunate thing about my room. Oh, we got another SR in this pack. So we got Pansy, new searcher. Um, New searcher for Daima. This is probably gonna be the best searcher for that deck. Let you look at the top 3 and get any DA card you want, including you can get the Bulma super combo with this as well. Nova Shenron. This guy is extremely good as well. I think he's obviously going to be a very playable card, assuming that that deck is actually viable. Um, this is the deck I'm trying out first. We're definitely putting this deck together. The Omega Shenron deck. The fact that we hit the alt and 3 SRs in the top of this box is kind of unusual. We've got support for, I think the support for Android 18, that deck that nobody plays. It lets you play the field card for free, which is pretty cool. Got a nice shot of Gotenks' ass. We love that. Super combos. Here's Golden Frieza. Um, he lets you just cheat out a bunch of cards on your end step, like they kind of combo off each other. Interested to see that deck too. I don't know if I'm gonna play it or not, but looks like we also, I haven't looked at this card yet. Looks like we got support for Cooler, or he might just go in the Golden Frieza deck. Let you rest something, and then if your leader has Frieza Clan special traits, draw when he swings. Yeah, I mean, he rests something and draws on swing. He's a 30k, that's not bad. Here's send Shenron for the Omega Shenron deck. Lighting is powerful. The power of the sun. All right. We hit the big hit at the end of the box instead of the beginning, but very happy to pull that card. It's like if you look at the listings right now, it's the most expensive card in the set, besides the God Rare, obviously. All right, this pack we've got GT Trunks. I'm not sure what he does. Let's see. Oh, he's also more GT Goku support. Play him for 1. If you don't have energy marker, so he just gives you an energy marker. That's pretty solid. I mean, this is Nova Shenron. He lets you bounce a 4 or less when you play him. That's also pretty decent. Not going to work against all the 5 cost threats we have to deal with right now from Cell, but it'll help against Kid Buu for sure. Got something shiny in the back here. I love this Dende too. I'm just a Dende fan, apparently. I don't know about you guys, but Day kind of lit. This Oolong card is hilarious to me. The art of this card just seems like very uh, drawn. It just looks like someone drew it on paper, which is fun, but it's kind of funny. So we got King Cold. It's a new King Cold. Your leader has Frieza Clan. Add up to one card from your life to your hand, then look at four cards from the top of your deck. Reveal one card with a cost of 5 or less and Frieza Clan and its special traits, and add it to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom in a random order. So this guy, what, lets you take a life and then search? He costs 2, so he's just a 5k. He costs 2, but he is a 10k combo. Surprised to see that it's cost 5 or less. That means it's gonna bottom deck the secret rare Frieza, the 6 cost one. Oh, we also got Meta Cooler. I'm not sure if he's for the Frieza deck or the Cooler deck either. Let's see. Take a life. Oh, he's for Golden Frieza because he lets you fix your life. He switches energy back to active. That's pretty solid. When attacking, he stuns things. Yep, yep. Seems like a pretty good card. Pretty good card. Let's put him over here with the SRs. Yeah, I'm really excited to play this set. I'm going to a pre-release event later today. Um, Hopefully, pull some more gas in my packs. Gonna kind of blow through all the comments. Explosive Rage. This gives Gohan Double Strike and 10k. Sneaky win con for that deck, maybe. And then we got Goku DA. Check him out, man. Yeah, really excited to build this deck. This card in particular seems very strong since you can evolve onto a cheaper one. And he can evolve onto himself too. It's probably pretty rare that you're ever going to want to actually do that, but it will come up. I'm sure it will be a thing where you evolve on himself because then if you evolve him after you swing onto himself, you can activate the main again. So you can basically pay 3 to restand him, is another way to look at it. But it also costs you a card, so it's kind of like discarding. But hey, if you're pushing for game and you don't want there to be a next turn, might be worth it. All right. More common stuff. We're used to see it. Oh, nice. We got Majin Buu powered up. Super Saiyan 3 Majin Buu, baby. Let's see what he does. He's an uncommon. If you have a DA evolve in your battle area, reduce the cost of this by 2. So he'll cost 2 if you have an Evo out. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to get Evos out, but on play, choose one battle card in your opponent's battle area gets -5. So, I mean, pay 2 for a 25k at -5. And he's a 10k too, so like putting him in your deck's not gonna like hurt too bad. Um, I could see it being playable, but it doesn't seem crazy. Uh, Here's the new cell. So for some reason they decided to print more support for the best deck in the game. But the thing about this is that this cell also works for Android 18. So I'm wondering if that's actually more the intent with this card is to put it in the Android 18 deck. Because he's a 40k for 5 on your turn. And then when you play him, he KOs a 15k or less. So not sure if that card's gonna get played. We'll see. I haven't played the Cell deck very much. These gammas are pretty sick too. They KO are 3 or less when they come in, and then if you put it in the Orange Piccolo deck, he gets 5,000 power until the end of your next turn. So helps you. You become a 25k on your leader, so it's a lot harder to kill you if they're trying to, you know, if they're trying to push for game that next turn. That's going to make it a lot harder for them to do that. I put these in the wrong spot. Alright, more Omega stuff. We got Ginyu in here. Tagoma Ginyu. I think his name's Tagoma. He just lets you fix your life. He's a blocker. Definitely goes in the Golden Frieza deck. I haven't seen this one yet. Uncommon Bulma. Fighting. If your leader has adventure and special traits, add up to one card. Oh, so this is for the Bulma deck actually from last set. Looks like it just lets you. It's a searcher basically. So get the top four and grab something. Get a Goku Mini. Yeah, this is the one you usually want to evolve on top of. So you play this one. He's a 30k. You don't have to swing him though. It just depends what you're trying to do. But you can basically play this for two, and then put this on top of him for three, and then so you pay five total with these two cards, and you can swing 40k and then 40k again. Or if you're playing Super Saiyan Daimaku as your leader, you get 250k for five. That's kind of nuts. And then here's Vegito, if you guys haven't seen him. This is support for the Vegito deck, obviously. Um, he lets you play a Vegito four or less from your drop. So you can play him, he lets you mill. He pretty much just does everything you want to do in Vegito. Awaken at the right time, mill at the right time, and then you can pull your four cost Vegito out of the drop. Just the one that bounces something and stops their three or lesses from attacking. There's two rares in this pack. We already looked at that card. Whirlwind Spin. This is an interesting one. We'll see how good it is. It does a lot. Permanent opponent's turn, when you would pay the cost of this card in your hand, you can discard one with Shadow Dragon and play it for free. So I guess it's like an emergency card if you're in trouble. Activate battle, you get plus 20k, then choose all costs one or less in your opponent's battle area and bottom deck them. So, pretty solid. In the right scenario, anyways. I'm not sure. We got another orange piccolo. It's kind of weird. I don't know how often right now people are just leaving a bunch of one costs on the board, though. I love this Master Roshi art. This is so cool. Shenron in the background. Card is placed from your deck into its owner's drop. So basically, if you mill this guy, um, add one Son Goku from your drop to your hand. I'm not sure what the target is for that, but there's probably a really good target for it. It's also a new Broly for Super Broly support. I think people were debating if this card's actually going to be good or not, but like compared to the ones that we already have. But he gets to swing twice, which is pretty solid. 225k swing. Let's finish getting through these. I'm gonna start talking less and flipping through these faster now. I want this video to be too long. Another pansy and pan. Basically the same thing. These cards are kind of the same thing for different decks. That's pretty funny. They both came in the same pack. The pan's just a look at the top three. It still have two more alts in here, I think. I have to say something about this Bardock, guys. I didn't say it earlier. They're missing a spike on his hair right here. Like I can't believe they printed this with missing that spike. He looks so goofy, man. He looks so goofy. That's all I'm gonna say. Can't believe they did him. They did our boy like that. It's messed up. Omigami number 1. I haven't looked at this one yet. Attacks, he gives something -5. You can pay 2 to switch him to active. Oh, okay. He seems pretty decent. I don't, but he costs 4, so it depends what else you're trying to put in the deck for that cost. You can only have so many 4 costs in your deck. You know what I mean? Seems like there'll be multiple builds for DA though. Oh, here's a new Trunks card. If you're a Trunks fan, printed this card for our boy Trunks from set 1. He plays a 1 cost for free, which there's so many targets for that. It's crazy. There's just so many targets. And then when he attacks, he reduces all their cards by 2, and then he can return a 1 or less to someone's hand. So I mean, it's just a really good. It synergizes so well with the Trunks deck. That's really all there is to say about that. He can help you bounce a 5 cost with your leader ability, um, and he can bounce 3 costs just by himself. Super good card. Very excited to try that one out. It looks like we got an alt in this pack. Let's take a look at it. So we got Kinku, rare. Ooh, it's the Goku. I don't plan on playing this deck, but this is the Son Goku for the Shenron deck. You may place the top 5 cards of your deck into their owner's drop. So this is you may. That's important. You can optionally mill 5 when he attacks. And you can activate main to place 3 cards with cost 6 or less from your drop on the bottom of your deck in a random order. So he lets you fix the bottom of your deck so that when you mill through it, you're either going to draw what you want or activate the effects again of the cards. Because a lot of the cards in this deck, when you mill them, they have an effect when they get milled. So let's put that here. That's our second alt. We should have one more in this uh, box, unless we're super unlucky. I have seen a box opened that only has 2 hits in it instead of 3. So hopefully that's not this one. I realized my thumb was covering up half the cards. Sorry about that. First video, we'll get better at it later. Yes, and Shenron, and the same exact Goku, but the base art. This one's also awesome. The red like God Key dragon, so sick. Cooler and Krillin. Looks like we got about 5 more packs, four or 5. Looks like this is our third hit. Uh, so we got Broly. This is actually support for the OG like set 1 Broly. He only costs 3 and he's a 40k, which is wild. And then he also ramps you 2 energy, which is just insane. The only cost is you gotta kill your own Paraguses, but like so worth it. I'm excited to see if that deck becomes playable. And then, oh, I haven't seen this one yet. This is the alt for the new Gamma card. I'm sure why it's having trouble focusing. I think it's because of the border. But yeah, so we got alts in this set. Some of them are reprints and some of them are the new cards. But they have these like really sick dark borders around the edges that are just Such a pleasure to look at. Really love the art that they did in this set. It's so good. Like the new borders on the cards and everything. All right, looks like we got 4 more, including this one. That's all the hits though. So if you're watching for hits, you can go ahead and tune out. Another trucks. Oh, and this one, just a quick mention. This is support for the blue Gohan deck that nobody plays. Hopefully, it makes the card or the deck playable. We have so much playtesting to do with this set. That's part of why I'm so excited for it. There's just so much to test out. It's ridiculous. I'm hoping it'll make the meta a bit more wild cardy, and like that no 1 to 2 decks will be dominant anymore just because there's so many like build options. But we'll see. Shenron. Very excited for that. Quick mention for this one. This is support for Universe 7. So more set 1 support. They did a ton of set 1 support in this deck, which we love to see. Support for older decks is like, in my opinion, one of the healthiest things they could be doing for this game. All right, 2 more. Ooh, yeah, SR Piccolo. Excited to see that. He's pretty cool. He plays a 2 or less for free, and then if you have an evolve on the board, he draws when he attacks. Uh, so probably getting removed. Pretty much anything that makes you draw an attack, people got to remove that stat, or you can run away with it. All right, last pack. Last pack. Last pack. In cold, Gamma 1. Right, guys, that's everything. So we got everything sorted out here. Just to recap, the 3 hits are right here. So we got Beast Gohan Alt SCR, the Alt Goku, Super Saiyan God Goku for the Shenron deck, and then we got the Alt Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 for the Orange Piccolo deck. It looks like, unless I skipped over them, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 SRs, base SRs, 8 if you count the Alt. So there's maybe 8 SRs in a box, 7 or 8. I wonder if I missed one. Seems like an odd number for it to be 7. All right, well, that's going to be it. If you guys enjoyed, please consider liking and subscribing if you want to see more of them. This is my first time, so I'm not really sure if I'm going to keep doing this, but if you guys want to see more, just let me know, because I do love opening boxes and yapping. Special shout out if you like the art on the mat. That's my boy Artsy Fartsy Fun Times on Instagram. He gave me this mat for free, so shout out to him. All right, y'all. See you on the next one. Peace.